Ballad of a White Cow. Mariam Mogadam. She's the director, writer of the screenplay, and the female actor in the lead role. Remarkable, excellent motion picture. Iranian. The Iranian school of cinema is formidable, really. Let's just mention, I don't have the names by heart, so Farhadi, Ashkar Farhadi, a hero, a separation, a salesman, outstanding motion pictures. Indeed, nominated winner and won quite a few prizes at the Cannes Film Festival, which is the most important cinematic competition in my book, more important than the Oscars, which have been announced yesterday, by the way. But let me not, to the marriage of two minds admit the impediments, Shakespeare. Let me not plant on the Oscars now. Perhaps later. In fact, in the next note, which is not so about an undistinguished film, but this one deserves attention. The Ballad of the White Cow. We have this woman, Mina, whose husband has been sentenced to death. And this is so poignant and so it's a tragedy in itself, of course, but it's something that happens now in Iran. They've had protests, of course, since the death of that young woman. She didn't have a scarf, the millimeter or whatever I was going to say the fashion police. It's not the fashion police, but this group of fundamentalists that control Iran. So they abused, beat her, and she died. And then there were protests. Many people died too. And now they're executing opponents of the regime. So this kind of thing happens in Iran. If the death sentence is abolished in civilized places, except America. I mean, and even in America, there are many states, blue mostly, or all of them blue, which don't use the capital punishment anymore. The red states still do. In Iran, it's something that happens, and the strong message here is that it's wrong on many counts. One of which is that they made mistakes, which happened here. The man was sentenced and eventually executed due to an error. Somebody else confessed and found he was innocent. What happens now? That she's complaining. She's going to the Supreme Court eventually, I think. But then we have something strange happening also. One of the judges, because there's a panel of 3, maybe 5, doesn't matter, one of them becomes a key character, in fact, the main male character. In the narrative, he's not just sorry and remorseful, and he feels awful about the mistake. He cannot be a judge anymore. He says so. He's pushed. There's a pushback. Why? What's this? It's not. You did this, that, and so we have a critique of the regime. veiled somehow, maybe. I mean, they don't say, well, we have terrible rulers and so on. They probably hide. I don't know if the film was family and how they took it, but they could say, okay, it's people who made mistakes. It's these people who made them. It's not the Ayatollah. So, religious police was the name I was looking for. Anyway, so the judge is trying to help a woman, She has a daughter. They're thrown out from the place they were living in because, again, of that she's supposed to, in the interpretation of the fundamentalists, the woman is not independent. She has to have male guardian thing with Saudi Arabia, which changed a bit, but still, it's other such Taliban in Afghanistan and so on. They were not allowed to drive, now they are, but to travel, they need a male guardian for anything, or mostly, depending on how fundamentalist the regime is, and the family respect. And the judge offers an apartment he has and helps. He's with a daughter. The daughter doesn't speak. I don't know if she's also mute, but she cannot speak. She's mute. And they're getting closer. But he doesn't say, I'm one of the judges. And let's not introduce politics, and let's not speculate on whether this happens, what happens. There is a mysterious, I can say that much, there is a mysterious end to this wonderful movie. Is this happening or the other? I mean, did she imagine that she did this, or you let me know if you know for sure.